to Super Pat World. It is time for some Mario Maker 2 on a Thursday night. So I hope you are ready, because we have, if I recall correctly, it was the middle of spring. No, if I recall correctly, we were just in the middle of a pretty tough level. We got notifications. There you go. Okay, now I'm back signed in. Yeah, it was this one with the bob-ombs. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy, it's a tough one. So I hope you're having a good Thursday. We're one day away from the weekend, chat. One day away. We're only one day away. One short day away from the weekend. And it is getting closer and closer to Christmas. Which means my first full week off of work in over a year. I could not be more thrilled. I was thinking of that today. That is a pretty crazy thing to say. Over a year without a full week off. Like consecutively. What's up, Jan? Hello, hello, hello. What's going on, Kyle with an A? What's up, Peter? How are ya? How are ya? What's up, K. Barowski and Andrew? Oh, no. That's never happened. Hold on. I'm going to fix something. Whoa. I hope this works. There we go. For the first time, the TikTok chat. It said it worked and it didn't. It's making me sign in order to get the TikTok chat. Oh no, it's stuck in a loop. I keep saying I'm logged in. Oh man, I don't think I'm going to get the TikTok chat today. Well, that's too bad. It's glitching out. Well, sorry, TikTok. Actually, I guess I could try pulling it up on my phone, but there's just no way I'm going to have any hope of keeping up with it. Yeah, and it's not letting me view my own live while I'm live. Sorry to do this while I'm live, chat. This is just a first. This hasn't happened before. All right. Well, it is what it is. I'm sorry, TikTok. Yeah, Erica is offering to relay the comments. That would be amazing, Erica. We usually don't get too many over there. So that should work out. What's up, Jess? Thank you for the heart and the share. Look, that's out of habit. I can't even see it, but I bet it's there. What's going on, MJ? Shout out to MJZ. And what's going on, Jordan? It's almost Friday. Tomorrow is my team's holiday lunch. Oh, that's very nice. Easy money. Beautiful, Kyle. What's up, John? Power's out for Peter. Using your data. Still going to watch. All right, nice, Peter. Glad you're in the mix. It is there. Thanks, Jess. What's up, Atlas? You know what, Atlas? I'm actually having a great Thursday. You know why? Because I am getting closer to Christmas break, which represents over a week off. And I was just saying, I haven't had a week off, a full Monday to Monday week off, since I started this job over a year ago. So I am just beside myself, so excited just to have that time off. I don't care if I did absolutely nothing. Like, it's not that I'm going to do nothing, but my point is there's nothing in particular I'm looking forward to doing. It's literally just to have that time off. I've been craving it. I literally went from full-time streamer, where you just have like all the control and free time in the world, to literally over a year without a full week off. So that's a big contrast, at least for me. Not to mention being a special educator before that for 10 years, where I got every summer off. Forget a week off. How about 2 months off? What's up, Erica G? DJ Apollo's ready for some fun. You spent the day's new streaming computer. Nice, dealing with OBS. Only pull half your hair out. There you go, DJ Apollo. Yes, no! Jess only has Christmas Day off. I do have to work Christmas Eve. But like I said, that is worth it. That's Jordan saying the best part of the deployment's 2 weeks and R&R after. There you go, I bet. I believe it, my good man. Well, I guess that's not going to work, so we'll just leave that. We will just leave that. Oh, no. We're having trouble on every platform. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so maybe it's not just TikTok. Because now I'm getting... This page isn't available right now when I try to go to the live setup on TikTok. I mean, on Facebook. Oh, my gosh. I can't keep it all straight. Okay, well, YouTube's letting me in like usual. What's up, Mary? Well, yeah, I'll probably still do my stream every day. I don't know that it'll be more than an hour, maybe. We'll see how we're feeling. We'll see what's going down. So possibly, but not necessarily. We are having some weird technical difficulties today, chat, so bear with me. I'm trying to do what I can on the fly here. But unfortunately, nothing's working. To fix it, I mean. TikTok and Facebook are in a little trouble. How about you double tap the screen, hit that like button. Let's get it going. Let's get it going here. Between Christmas Eve and January 2nd, you only work 2 days. Ooh, that's beautiful, Jan. What's up, Mary? It's working fine for me on Facebook. Good, Anthony. Any interest in the Game Awards tonight? I didn't even know the Game Awards were happening. No, I had no idea. I am not in the loop, apparently. Game Awards like Video Game Awards? Or does it, like, expand to board games, too? Like, best board game of the year. That'd be pretty cool. All right, you know what else would be pretty cool? Playing some Mario. So let's do that. And I'm so surprised about the TikTok situation. Okay, that's right. Now I already remember this level. It's one of these. And that I don't want to on-screen it so soon. Oh. Tan the man is sending gifts on TikTok. Thank you, Tan. Your computer crashed as soon as you tried to plug in all the screen. Well, thank you, Erica. You're the greatest. The Game Awards are like a new E3. They have a lot of new previews and release info on video games. No, I never even heard of it. I'm not nominated, not watching. I'm definitely not nominated. I can assure you of that. What's up, Dave? No. I leave that one. What's up, DeWald? That's the one I leave. Nope. Come on, Pat. Leave that one. I have to really go against my instincts for this part to work for me. Big jump. Bump. Boom. Okay, we're working through it. We're working through it. Gotta be a little faster there. I Z back to the platform. What's up, Fernando? Yeah, this is a tough one, DJ Apollo. I actually already played this for a bit. And we had to... I spent a lot of time just working out this first section. I mean, this... I don't know, not even a section. This first part. Like this. And then like that. Oh, all right. There we go. Okay. Man, it went from looking so ugly compared to it was not looking good there for a minute. And now we just made it as far as we made it the previous stream. It all just came together. Oh my goodness, was so close. You think Claire Obscure Expedition 33 will win Game of the Year? It just may. I definitely have seen headlines with that in it quite a bit. Or posts, whatever. Thanks, Peter. Taking 2 weeks off for Christmas. Gonna travel to spend it with the family. How far are you gonna travel for that, Atlas? What's up, Roderick? How far do you gotta travel? Dave agrees with Jordan. Did you play it, Dave? Or have you just seen a bit of it? There we go. You gotta travel 6 hours. Hey, all right, we made it. New stuff. 6 hours, bro. Ooh, this is cool. Ooh, buddy. And we gotta get a bomb. 6 hours. Almost Christmas means almost your birthday. A no-guilt thrift shopping spree. That sounds pretty good. 6 hours. Now, will you drive the whole time? How do you work that? Are you splitting the responsibility with a partner? Or are you doing the full 6? Is that right? I believe it is. Oh, we're getting a little close. You liked Ghost of Yotai. More. Did you play both, Jan? It was a fantastic game. Wow. There we go. We're getting a little more efficient here. We're getting a bit more efficient. Oh, but you drive the whole time with stops for meals. Okay. Now, do you prefer it that way? Is that by choice? Like, or is that by preference or by necessity? If I had to do a 6-hour drive, I would probably want to drive. And I never like to drive. Like, ironic, in almost any other situation, I would rather not drive. But that's just going to be so boring as a passenger. But good time for music and podcasts, I guess. It's been a long time since I spent that much time in a car. So I don't know. Getting it. Oh, that's not it. By preference, you have a hard time relaxing. Yeah, I guess that's it, Atlas. I'm just across here, bro. I was just playing that song. You played both. There you go, Jan. All right. MJZ, when we go on a 6-hour drive, we go on the Washington Dells or the Wisconsin Dells. Big shout out to Rockstar. Thank you for the rose. I don't have my TikTok chat, but Erica's relaying the messages, so thank you, Erica. Big shout out Rockstar 1983, amazing streamer and guy. I wonder how that math dad's doing. There we go. That was much better. I think that was right. Oh my goodness, this is tough but awesome. Did an 18-hour drive by yourself straight through Michigan? Oh my gosh, Blow, with the stick shift and everything. I feel like you get there faster and easier as the driver. Okay. Well, can you not tailgate people? Is that so much to ask? Stop tailgating people. Come on. It is such bad driving. Get the tailgaters off the road. Replace the tailgaters with AI. Oh, I did that wrong. You do a 16-hour drive every year and you split it evenly. You prefer the 4th shift. Oh, the 4 a.m. shift. Yeah, I would definitely be the same way. Or would I? Would I rather sleep? I don't know. I could probably count on one hand the number of times I've been in a car for more than 3 hours. Close. How'll I be able to hear what they listen to on the radio if you tailgate? Dude, stop tailgating, people! Cut it out! You know what? You know what's even more frustrating than people not using their blinker? Using your blinker after you're doing the turn! That's even more frustrating than not using your blinker in the first place. I don't know what you think the point of a blinker is, but it's literally just an insult. It's an insult to use your blinker when you're already making the turn. It's like, bro, yeah, we figured it out by now which way you're going, because you're going that way. You're not helping. You're just driving us all crazy. And by us all, I mean me. Get these humans off the road. I think there should be a very strict driving test. A very, very strict driving test, and only the top 10% of drivers should be able to continue to drive. Everybody else replaced with AI. Everybody else self-driving cars. You have to qualify. That's how I would do it. You have to qualify to be able to drive. If you're going to be a human driver, you got to qualify. The rest of you, get them out of here. Replace them, because it is just so endlessly frustrating dealing with these horrible drivers. And there's a lot of them. It ain't just a couple. It's more than half at this point. That math dad's doing great. He's busy working and gaming with me when he gets time. Nice. Big shout out to that math dad. You got to get a really long playlist. I bet, Brian, for those long rides. What's up, William? If you tailgate me, my foot may hit the brake. Well, that escalates, Rockstar. That's the worst thing, because that every now and then you get someone who's really crazy, and then they take that as, oh, you want to play around? And then they start really driving recklessly. You know what I mean? So that I always get so anxious if I'm in the car with someone where someone's tailgating them, and they do exactly what Rockstar's describing. Start going real slow or hitting the brake. But I can appreciate the compulsion to want to do that. I certainly feel that. But again, the last thing I want, if someone's crazy enough or not necessarily thinking enough to recognize tailgating is dangerous and doesn't accomplish anything, this is not someone I want to mess with on a, hey, let's put them in the context of road rage. Even relatively well-balanced people in the context of road rage sometimes go absolutely nuts. So if you're already halfway nuts and you're in that road rage situation, I don't want to deal with it. I'm not rolling the dice. I ain't rolling the dice with a lunatic, like poking the bear type thing. I'm not going to give them any reason to come after me. But at the same time, quit tailgating, please. After some pondering, you think it averages out to things being good. Okay. Rode your Harley straight through Illinois to Daytona. 19 hours! Oh, my gosh, bro. That's insane. You don't have full collision? Is that like insurance? You're a veteran. My brain is wired differently. Okay. Dark humor. Okay. Well, all I know is I'm the opposite of the person who messes with people. What's the right way to say it? I am not provoking anyone. That's the best way to say it. A stranger. I will pretty much never, under any circumstances, provoke a stranger. It has to be incredibly necessary, like they're threatening me or someone I'm with. But outside of that, I have a strict no provoke policy, because there's a lot of people out there that aren't as interested in living as much as I am. I'd like to live this life as long as I can. I ain't getting taken out by a wild one. Oh. Passive, exactly, because it ain't worth it. But this is the thing. Some people are passive because they don't have what it takes. They don't have the courage. They don't have the macho manliness. That ain't it. It has nothing to do with that for me. It's literally just having the awareness of what you're risking. The juice is not worth the squeeze. The juice is just not worth the squeeze when you're talking about confronting a stranger. Some people are just waiting for an opportunity to really, really hurt somebody. That sounds crazy, but it's really true. I'm not saying it's the majority of people. It's a small group of people. But if you happen to be provoking them on the wrong day, at the wrong time, you're going to regret it. It will not have been worth it. You will not win any, like, super cool courage points because you confronted somebody. You're going to win ultimate regret, hospital bills, and possibly worse. All for what? For what? It is not worth it. It is just not worth it. Too many people just looking for a reason. Just literally looking for a reason. There we go. This is my best attempt yet. I think we might have it here. Close. Bernard! Shout out to Bernard! Your wife is passive and opposites attract. You're on the aggressive side? Well, Rockstar, I would implore you. I would beg you to choose your battles carefully because, again, some people are just waiting for a reason to be really destructive. And you got a family, bro. It ain't just about you anymore. You can't let that ego push you into a dangerous situation just because it feels nice. You have a group who wants to poke the bear to escape life. Okay, well, that's definitely a whole different thing, too. I can relate to that one, but it certainly wouldn't be through the violence of somebody else. There's just some very unhinged people, like some very troubled, and many troubled for good reason, but many very troubled people that you just don't want to mess with. I don't want to mess with. I gotta wait till that's near the bottom. I think I get it now. What's up, Toad the Jam? You play any violin to the song you learned? Devil Goes Down to Georgia? That's a very tough one. Oh my gosh. That is a very tough one. But let the record show, I'm not advocating being a complete pushover. There's a big difference between being willing to walk away and not provoke, not escalate a situation that's already escalating. That's a lot different than being a pushover and letting anybody do whatever they want to you. I'm certainly not saying... That's the opposite extreme. There we go. Oh, no! Okay. We got it now. Doc loves his wife more than being right. Okay. Vet here. Thanks, Rockstar. Thanks for the service. There you go. Shout out to the service members out there. Been more passive these days. There you go. Waiting for someone to poke me. I'm a cuddly bear most days. Okay, Rockstar. I respect it. I respect it. You got to be careful with some of these people out here, Peter. And that's the thing. You don't find out it's one of the really crazy ones till it's too late. Some people picking fights, and then once they're in it, they say, whoa. Wait a minute. I didn't sign up for all this. There was a time. There was a time that people were generally more honorable. Even the crazies. Even the crazies kept it relatively honorable. They're not going to, like, stomp on you when you're down or anything. But now you catch the right person, they're not going to hesitate to stomp on you when you're down. Literally. That's just way over the top. I remembered. I almost said I forgot. Don't troll me, please. There we go. Okay, appreciate you, Rockstar. Love you too, bro. You're amazing. Big shout out to my buddy Rockstar1983. Check him out. He's got all your Zelda needs met. He does it in HD. He does it right. He's a Zelda legend at this point. Thanks, Jess. Thanks, Anthony. What's up, Em? That was a great one. Glad we figured it all out. let's continue. Do you know there's an app download on your phone to check if your controller has stick drift? I didn't know that. I did not know that. Interesting. So I definitely have played Nurket's levels over the years. Unless, no, those are probably the... Well, maybe they were just from the Super World. They were scattered throughout the timeline. That's part of why I like to play the Super World first, because, you know, it should really show a balloon or something, like on the top right, on every level that's in the Super World. That would be a really cool indication, because that's the whole issue I'm saying. If I go on someone's account and I might want to play the Super World through and don't want to spoil any of the levels, I have no way to know what's in there and what's not. Thanks for the hot Kiwi. What's up, Sai? Used to be a more aggressive driver, but then he switched careers, got a company vehicle. They have a zero-tolerance policy for that kind of stuff. Now you're neutral and defensive. There you go, Atlas. Keeping it safe. I hope you use your blinker. Now, I am also very strict about no name calling. It is very important to me to not be someone who participates in name calling. But there is one exception to that. And since it's used in since Bugs Bunny can say it, I feel like this is an exception. But as I'm sure you've noticed, sometimes I get stuck on certain rhymes. Like there's a bunch of you that I have rhymes for. And I say it, I've said it 100 times. And when somebody's not using their blinker, or they use it as they're making the turn, I don't think I'm supposed to do that. I say, nice blinker, you stinker, just to myself. But I've said that phrase, nice blinker, you stinker, 1,000 times. Maybe more. Maybe 10,000 times. Oh, thanks for the blinker, you stinker. And then it gets it out of my system, and I'm moving right along. Oh, I'm probably supposed to wait. Yeah, like that. That's my one exception. Oh, I did it. To the no-name calling rule. Nice blinker, you stinker. Oh, it's like keep the change, you filthy animal. Use your blinker religiously. I love that, Atlas. Name calling. Yeah, something driving brings it right out of people, Si. A lot of min jumps here, Dave. There you go, Clumsy likes it. Nice blinker, you stinker. Whoa! Whoopsie. I see. Further right. Don't want to give someone the super pat thumbs down the other day while driving, convinced him not to. I've since retracted the super pat thumbs down. I had shared before that part of the adjustment period, oh gosh, to commuting to work again every day. When I was a special educator, my commute was like 6 minutes. It was a joke. It was a joke. There we go. Hey, I did it right, I think. Ooh, I did that right, too. I did that wrong. When in doubt, don't. I like that, Peter. There's this one part of my commute. Oh, I have to use both. There's one part of my commute where it's always backed up. It's always backed up, but the far right lane is reserved. Oh, the far right lane is reserved for people taking the exit. And what people do is they use that lane, and then at the last second, they switch to the, like, right where the exit is. That's where they take... Oh, I think I got it. That's where they switch back to the left lane to get back on the highway. Oh, we need this one up. Beautiful. And it was really driving me crazy. It's the same thing every single day. And I needed some way to express it. And so that's when I started the Super Pat thumbs down. I would open my window and go thumbs down. And you know what's funny? You know what's so funny? I'm saying this right after having that whole conversation about not provoking people. But this is part of the point. Can you imagine anybody raging out over a thumbs down? I feel like it's borderline comical. Like if you're doing, because anyone doing that knows that they're kind of doing something. You know what I mean? It's not a huge violation, but I think anyone doing that recognizes I'm kind of bending the rules here. And so I feel like a thumbs down, you'd almost laugh. You'd almost laugh if someone gives you the thumbs down in that situation. So that's part of where, to me, it doesn't feel like provoking, even though you could technically say it is. It is provocative. But I think more on a comical side. I think on the receiving end, there's a little piece of you that might chuckle, seeing the thumbs down, be like, all right, you got me. Not even you got me, but like, psh, whatever. More like dismissive. Easier to dismiss a thumbs down than other gestures available. That's what I'm getting at. What's going on, Ken? Thanks, M, Anthony, Peter, Dave, Patrick. Wouldn't make me rage out, but it would live rent-free in my brain forever. I would never get over the shame of getting the thumbs down. I don't think that is the common response. I think that's a valid response, but I don't think that would be the most common. But to be clear, the reason it's so annoying to deal with that is that it happens at the expense of everyone who is taking the exit, because inevitably they end up having to wait to get over till someone lets them in, and no one wants to let them in because they're essentially cutting the line on the right side. So everybody that's taking the exit correctly suffers because of everybody breaking the rules and then as a result having a hard time getting back over. So that's why it's annoying. It's not just like a principle thing like, hey, you're breaking the rules. It literally makes me later for work. And let the record show, I actually get to work early. So it's not like I'm already late and it's like, oh, well, why don't you just get to work on time? It's that it's a minute more I could have left earlier. That was a very confusing way to say that. I get to leave 8 hours after 8.5 hours after I show up. So if I get there at 6:01, I can leave at 2:31. But if I get there at 6:10, I'm staying till 2:40. You get what I'm saying? And the later that goes past 2:30, the more traffic there often is to deal with. So it's like oh gosh. That's the price I pay. But if I'm being realistic, the most that one lane has ever cost me time-wise is probably 3 minutes. Wow, I got to be way further right. So it's more that it just feels bad. It feels like it also doesn't help that it's like 3 minutes from work. So it's like I'm already mentally there. I'm like, I'm already there. What do you do again? I work in technology. That's all I say. I work in technology. If I've learned one thing about the internet, give as few details as possible, because some people hey, remember? Well, you know what? I wonder how much getting trolled on the internet over the past 5 years has shaped my view on people being unhinged. Because I'm just reflecting on that whole conversation I just had with Rockstar, and just how very convinced I am that some people are just totally unhinged, disturbed, looking for trouble, looking for an excuse to be destructive. And I do feel like, even being a relatively small streamer, gotten trolled enough for so little reason that it's definitely reinforced that idea that there's some people out there that are just looking for a reason or an excuse to really be destructive. Oh, I bet you that's what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, buddy. Hey. All right, new stuff. Oh my gosh, we're still in it. I thought I lost. I did lose. Gotta protect that privacy. Yeah, proactive is key. The internet can bring it out in people. That's true too, because there's that anonymity factor. I almost said anonymity. There's that anonymity factor to the internet where people can say and do things they would never dream of doing in real life, which definitely emboldens many, to your point. Here we go. This is very cool. I like this one. Oh, I gotta do a controlled jump there. What's up, Dots? I'm an optimistic cynic. That's the perfect way to describe me. That is the perfect way. I've used those exact words before, Jan, to describe myself. An optimistic cynic. That is exactly me. So very perceptive of you. You nailed it. You nailed it. Way underjumped it. Way underjumped it. I want to see if this works now. Hold on. No, it's still... I'm really surprised that the Facebook's not working. All right, I'll have to leave it alone. Here we go. Oh, Patty boy, you're rushing it. Had a student show up in the stream, completely give all your info about your... Oh my gosh, Erica. Did you immediately block them? What do you do in that situation? It's got to be an immediate block, right? It's probably why it came to mind. Maybe I said it before. That's possible, Jan. Very optimistically cynical of you to think that. Which I can relate to. That's the balance of life. Optimism and cynicism. Both important. All right, I'm ready. I'm not ready. I'm close, though. You talked to them on the next day? I'd be blocking them real quick. And not because that means they're a bad kid or a bad whatever. Just because it's likely they don't recognize the consequences for the streamer. Oh my goodness! I'm really having a hard time judging this. A jaded optimist. So try to see the best in people but remain cautious. There you go. The balance is important. That's so cool. I love that part. Oh! It almost looks like I could make it without connecting with that shell. But I want to hit the shell at this point. We gotta do it for real. I went to my niece's Christmas pageant today. And, no big surprise, she was the best one. She was the best one. And it was 45 minutes. And I thought I was so impressed with the choice to make it 45 minutes. Because I grew up, and the Christmas stuff we would put on, like, as a school, it was like 2 hours. It was so long. It was painful. I would dread it so much. But 45 minutes, it was perfect. Before the kids got too crazy. Before the adults got too restless. Oh, that was close. Shout out Savage Chewbacca. I was just watching this, a fan-made, AI-generated Star Wars backstory. It was about General Grievous. And so they used AI. It wasn't like they just typed in a single sentence. They had to generate 1 million videos and then stitch them all together painstakingly. So it wasn't like they just typed in a sentence and then posted the video. It was likely, ooh, we got it. Many hours of work involved. There you go. 45 minutes, the perfect recital time. Big love to Benny Boy. Shout out to Benny B and the place to be. Thanks, Mary and M. All right. Oh, we haven't had a water level. Is this the first Nurket water level? I think it may be. Maybe there was one more. Yeah, I think there was one. I think there was one other one. Across the 3 accounts now played. Thanks, Mary, M, Erica, Peter, George, and Anthony. Shout out to the crew. Thanks, George. I don't know how to pronounce that. Oh, but yeah, we definitely had one similar to this, I want to say. Oh, you gotta hurry. Hurry up. Thanks, Logan. Hey! And that's why there was GG twice there. Level title, The Fear of Water. Okay, interesting. Let's learn. Hold on. Let's pause for a second. Well, first I want to say thank you to George for the stars. And then I want to learn how to pronounce this. George, the star drops for you. Appreciate you, bro. How do you spell this? Ichthyophobia. That would be my guess, is ichthyophobia. Here we go. Ichthyo. It's a TH instead of a T sound. I was thinking the H would be silent. Ichthyophobia. Ichthyophobia. Okay. Ichthyophobia. There you go. Learned something new. Power's back on! Nice, Peter! That's a relief. Good evening, Jonathan. Big shout out to the gaming band director. The amazing, the one and only gaming band director. Maybe a Greek origin there, Kiwi. Yeah, like that. Oh, buddy. Oh, you're really moving. You are really moving. Okay. This is awesome. Oops. Ugh. Ichthyophobia. Oh no! I don't think it's gonna let me get away with this. Nope. That's why you can't be behind it. What's up, Scott? See, it actually didn't do me any good to be that far ahead of it. You're almost better off just staying in the correct rhythm rather than doing it as efficiently as possible. Yeah, that's much better. Oh, wow. This is tough, though. Thanks for the follow, Scott. I gotta do a better job of grabbing that spring. Yeah, I think part of my issue is I'm doing this too quickly. I want there to be a little more time so I can... Yeah, like that. Yes! That's what we're looking for. Oh, no! Cannot bonk. This is a no bonk zone. Oh. Ouch. All right. No bonk. Thank you. There we go. I'm sure that prevent... Yeah, the P-switch. Oh, buddy. Oh, no! All right, progress. That was solid progress. Oops. You can type tonight. Last several I haven't been able to. Yeah, I've heard about that issue, Scott. Unfortunately, it appears Facebook ain't fixing it. Much to the chagrin of me. Where's the other one? What? How'd that happen? Oh, buddy. Still have a chance here. Nice! This is a good recovery. Uh-oh. I can't afford that. No. You really can't mess around in this. It has to be pretty optimal. Not perfect. It's not super strict, but it is strict. You can't mess around. See, like, hitting the swim button 3 times is too much. It has to be twice there. You gotta be efficient with your swimming. Oh, no, see? Look at... Why does that happen sometimes? And then you're already there. Almost 1,800 M. You heard Facebook Gaming is going away? It is going away. What's up, Godfrey? It is going away. I don't know. Here we go. Oh, this is tough, man. I think I want to spam the jump button to get as far right as I can. Early. Yeah, I can't do that. Now I'm lit. Thanks, Peter. Big shout out Game and Band Director. Man. It feels like I keep changing the timing. I think I don't think I'm doing a great job of consistently setting it up the same way. And as a result, I'm making it harder on myself than it needs to be. Swimming's your least favorite? That's fair, Scott. Man, it's really making that last attempt we got look really good. Just kind of going with it, and it. In other words, I think the level's actually harder than I even realized, based on how kind of quickly I got it at first. But now that I'm struggling to replicate it, oop. See, I'm already cooked here. I think no, we got a chance. Come on, Mary. I need to make one little adjustment there. Man, this is tough. Wow. This is such an interesting combination of having to swim precisely and quickly. Oh my gosh. See, I was too slow on the green side. I also think I'm doing a weird thing to the way the timing's playing out. I think I am messing that up somehow. That was good. Oh. Oh, I bet I'm supposed to go between them. I bet I'm supposed to go between them there. All right, that was progress, right? There's no way. What's up, Erica G? This is a tough one. Why would holding something while swimming make you faster? That's a good question. Come on now. No! What a waste. What a waste. PB and J. I bonked. It's over. Uh-oh. Good save. And you lost it. What's up, JR? What's up, Mac? Oh, I got away with a bonk. But not really, because I... No bonking allowed. Exactly, Jan. Man, it's part of what makes that so difficult is you want to keep as much right momentum as you can there. But that thing is right in the way of that. Ooh, good fix, Pat. Good. Now we stay between. No! Come on, bro. Let me try. No, I bet I have to get ahead of that, actually. Now seeing that set up again. Oh, my gosh. No bonking, Scott. We got way ahead that time. No! Yes. Yeah, I gotta stay ahead of that one, I think. I wonder if I could sneak through. Just got done beating Mass Effect again and then started Mass Effect. Wow, you're a Mass Effect massive fan. Big shout out to Erica G. The G is for gamer. Erica G, and the G is for gamer. You know how Lil Wayne has a different explanation for why he's Wheezy F Baby? He always says, and the F is for fantastic, or the F is for all types of things. Erica G, and the G is for gamer! Oh. Off-screen fish? No. Oh, that's an interesting idea, Scott. I wonder if that would have worked. Nice. Okay, we've had a breakthrough. We have had a breakthrough. Muscle memory has finally come to save the day. Wow. Maybe the off-screen enemies if they're on a track. Maybe that's what it is. It must be the track that keeps them there. There we go. Jan's saying the same thing. Because that would have been a massive oversight. I gotta be way fast. This is precise, Jonathan. You ain't kidding, bro. This thing means business. No bonks allowed. Shout out to Lewis on TikTok. Can't get away with those bonks. Not a fan of water levels. That's fair, Lewis. You ain't the first to say it. You won't be the last. But the nice thing about a level like this is it doesn't even feel so much like a typical Mario water. Like, the thing that makes people not like water levels is not typically this, what we have here. You know what I mean? It's the traditional water level type. I think that's what we picture when we think of a Mario underwater level. Oh, that was good. Yes, yes, there it is. Wow, that was tough. Does the spring serve a purpose other than swimming faster? No. No, it's just it could be a POW. Could have used almost anything. That was one of the toughest ones on this account, I would say. But in a great way. Thanks, Mac. Shout out to CJ. Always good to see you. Thanks, M, Jonathan, and Mary. Thanks for the GG, CJ. Well, let's do a quick Popular Super Expert to finish off the stream. And then I gotta brush my teeth. Brush my teeth, and I also trim my beard at night. What's my 2 little nighttime routine? Brush the teeth. Let's stick to weekly. Oh, but I didn't pick the difficulty. There we go. Do you remember a guy from Canada that made a super level because you wanted to check it out? I don't think so. What's my go-to toothpaste? I have 2. Oh my gosh. I'm on popular courses and the #1 level has 0 clears? Well, I'm trying to end the stream quickly, but I'm so curious. I'll take a screenshot. Maybe I'll try that sometime. Because that... Wait. The top 2? Something's going on here. This is the one that has an insane number of plays. There must be some popular streamers working on this or something. Because that is pretty unique to have the top 2 levels be uncleared. I don't know that I've ever seen that in 5 years of playing the game. So something's going on there. So yeah, The go-to toothpaste, I go Sensodyne. But then at night, I go ClinPro. Straight from the dentist. Favorite Endless Expert, no skip. There you go, Cody. Getting the letters. Oh, yeah. Remember Spell Skip Endless Expert? Appreciate you, Cody. I don't think you ever seen that either. Yeah, Jonathan's backing me up there. All right, Beluga. Sensodyne for sensitive teeth. Not a sponsor, but they should be. Not a sponsor, but they should be. The ClinPro is pretty good. You get the vanilla mint. But you gotta... The trick is... You don't rinse, and you wait 30 minutes before you drink anything. Because I am someone, I drink water all the way up until bedtime, and then sometimes I'll get up in the middle of the night to drink more water. I am always drinking water. Almost got it. You prefer Crest over Colgate? Interesting. I don't have a preference in that way. But the ClinPro, the thing I'm talking about, you get it from the actual dentist. It ain't just... Wow. I'm really struggling with that. I must be approaching it wrong. I think I'm thinking I need a bunch of momentum, so I'm like going to the left, and I should just stay right here. Yeah, that's all. There you go, Pat. Now we're talking. There we go. Ooh. How you like me? Now, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere. But I also... Oh, buddy. I now floss before I brush. First floss, and then brush. There we go. Very cool. Take a screenshot. Check it out. There we go, Jonathan. All right, chat. That's going to do it for me. Thanks for hanging out. Hope to see you tomorrow. Usually on Fridays, I do an early stream. So that'll probably be the case tomorrow. Maybe a little 3 or 4 p.m., somewhere in there. So thanks so much for being here, chat. Thanks again to everyone who donated yesterday. At the end of the year, St. Jude's stream raised over $1,300 for the amazing St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, bringing the grand total up over $64,000 raised for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital since October of 2021. So round of applause for everyone who donated. You're amazing. And we're almost at the weekend, chat. We're almost there. We're so close. And Christmas is right around the corner. So make sure you make a list. This is your homework, chat. Make a list of the top 5 holiday movies, TV shows, episodes that you want to watch before Christmas. That's what I challenge you to do. Decide 5 things you really want to watch before Christmas comes. I'm going to do it too. I'm going to take my own advice. But I already know I'm watching Home Alone 1 and 2 with my sister. I'm going over there to do that. So those 2 are already spoken for. So I really only have 3 more to come up with. Okay, chat, I'm stalling out. Thanks so much for being here. Hope to catch up with you tomorrow. Thanks so much to anyone who hit me with any stars, shares, follows, likes, gifted subs, all the above. Thank you so much for your love and support. And if you are someone that struggles with depression or anxiety, you are not alone in that struggle, my friend. That's something I struggle with. And there are a lot of us struggling, so if you're one of them, make sure you got someone in your life you can talk to about it, a friend, family member, loved one, or therapist, and try to get some movement in your life. Take a walk outside. Get your headphones in, your favorite music playing. It can make a big difference in your day, your physical health, and your mental health. So I encourage you with that. Hold on to hope. Believe better days are coming because you never know. Tomorrow could be the best day of your life, but you got to get there to find out. So hang in there. I'm rooting for you. If you're struggling right now, know that being in the struggle means you're still in the fight. And I'm proud of you for making it this far. Don't give up. I know life can get very overwhelming and hit you with some wild lefts and rights, ups and downs, twists and turns, traumas and tragedies, and have you feeling like, oh my gosh, everything's completely ruined. Nothing's going to be the same without this person, place, or thing in my life anymore. What's the point when things are getting worse, not better? And it's valid to feel that way, but it's going to lead you to some wildly inaccurate conclusions. Because the truth is, there's some amazing stuff coming your way in your life. I can't tell you exactly what that will be or when it's coming, but I can assure you it's coming. And one of the most burdensome, oppressive, dark parts of being really depressed, really anxious, is being convinced it's all over. It's all over for you. There's nothing left. It's all ruined. And it's only getting worse from here. And when you start believing that, it's a dangerous place to be. And this is why it's so critical to be able to identify when you're depressed and really anxious, because you can then recognize, along with feeling that way, that it's affecting the way you're seeing the world around you. You're seeing everything through the filter of that depression or anxiety, and you're not getting an accurate picture of what's happening. You're not looking into the future with any sort of accuracy. It's tainted by the valid depression you might be feeling. So, if you can identify it, you can then also separate yourself from those thoughts and conclusions in a way that you really can't if you haven't admitted to yourself, you know what, I'm depressed right now. And sometimes getting help and getting support, it doesn't have to be this perfectly formulated roadmap. It could be reaching out to a friend, family member, loved one, therapist, and just let them know you're struggling. I'm struggling. I don't know exactly what I need, but I want to express that I'm struggling, and I can appreciate some support. Can we get together for lunch? Can you come over sometime? Can I go over to your place? Just getting together in the context of, I need some support. I'm telling you, people, it makes a world of difference. And it can be very difficult to make that first step, especially if you're a guy. I do feel like as a guy, it's that much harder to, the way that guy friendships typically work is not a whole lot of that sort of deep connection, generally speaking. Like in the context of being vulnerable, of having a weakness exposed. Like, it's very difficult to not only admit it to yourself, but also to admit you don't want them to look at you differently. Like, that's all valid stuff. But again, the people that care about you, they're not going to be looking at you differently. They're going to be genuinely glad you gave them the chance to support you. That's the truth. And I can get why it feels that way, but I'm telling you the truth here, people. And so if any of that resonates with you, know that I really am rooting for you. And if you need a little family-friendly escape, I get you covered with thousands of hours of gaming content scattered across the internet. So make sure you're following Super Pat World, all one word, on every platform you can find me. And I hope to catch up with you all tomorrow for the weekend. We made it, chat. We're almost there. I'll talk to you then. Bye, everybody.